Please, nobody should say up APC unless they've been declared winners. Please, I beg you in God's name, let us not provoke one another. Let us be of good conscience. Guys, let us be of good conscience. Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Small matter day ground. Normally for this kind time, na love, romance, we they talk about, but it gets Nigeria matter day ground, and it will be irresponsible of us to look away. Official Victor Jr. says this Daddy Free is too like Abusi. Now your papa take can resemble. Now that's why him born you useless. Ewure. Ombo lori live me. Kilo wawa lori live me. What are you coming to look for in my life if no be Abusi? Where you take and resemble your papa? Come out for here, Jare Jen fun rapture. Weary. Iro la nwa. So please guys, don't anybody that says up APC, I will block you. Until there is a concrete announcement, let us respect other people from other parties. Okay? Until there is a concrete announcement, please respect people from other parties. Nobody has declared anybody winner yet. I beg you. So let us have a conversation about Sowore and Olusegun Obasanjo. Sowore called Olusegun Obasanjo out, and here is what Sowore said. Obasanjo wrote a long letter on why elections should be cancelled, blah 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 blah. You see, first of all, before I tell you anything there, I don't know how una they view this matter. Those people where they there now, anything we go make them spend another 15 minutes there, I'm not up for it. That's me. That's how me I'm thinking. I don't know how you are thinking. Right now, I'm looking at, okay, if we cannot get the prize, let us get consolation prize. Anything is better than what we have there now. I'm sorry, but that's my understanding of things. And I don't want to push them out. I just don't want them to stay an extra 30 minutes. Am I connecting with you guys? Anything we go make those people stay there is for me a problem. Somebody says we need the prize. Don't break your heart. Unless you are unrealistic. If you are fighting for the prize now, what is going to happen is those people that are in power will continue being in power. Those people in power will continue being in power. I have my worries with Obasanjo. Can the Kutis please share their experience with this same Obasanjo and how democratic he was with them? Can we remember that this same Obasanjo at a point wanted to run a third term and make it constitutional? They no agree for a new. They no agree third term for this Obasanjo new. He want to do 3 times. Who remember? Someone said instead they should remain in power, not me and anybody. Nobody should remain in power. Let them go. Let them be going. This Obasanjo wanted to do a 3rd term. You see, the problem is many of you were kids when this was happening. I was a grown man. I was working. I was in Abuja, Cool FM Abuja. I had finished NYSC. I was working as a staff of a radio station. All of a sudden, Obasanjo now don't turn who they give advice, who they monitor election. Waiting fella till fella kpai, fella no. You know if you look Obasanjo face. Then all of a sudden now, This same Obasanjo now, they talk, say another election. Baba, make I tell you something. I don't get mouth to talk, but this one pass me. Sowore is a man I respect. Sowore has fought for the youth. He is a youth, and he is the change we are looking for. People change. The same thing you did, you can me, I don't know. You see, my problem is because you guys are so sentimental. Because he's saying what sounds like what you want to hear. He's not saying what you want to hear. Because if we follow this Obasanjo path and they cancel this election, these our lovely brothers and sisters that have kept us where we are today will continue being in office for an extended period of time. Baba Olusegun Obasanjo, I respect him. I respect him. I will not be rude to my elders. I respect him a lot. But so me, I not talk anything. No, na Sowore talk. So me, I go just use Sowore talk, and I go open the line. Make una talk. Me, I go keep quiet from here on. Make una hear. Sowore said, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has no credibility to talk about fraudulent elections. Ex-President Obasanjo organized some of the most fraudulent elections during his 8-year tenure as president of Nigeria. He laid the foundation for the shambolic elections that has become Nigeria's lot now. So that's not me, that's Omoyele Sowore. Says the election when you get today, as it be like this, Omoyele Sowore say, nah, Obasanjo start am. So somebody says, at this point, we don't care what he's saying. We all want peace and tranquility. I want peace. I want tranquility. To me, that is what I voted for. Someone said the chance of cancellation is unreal. You don't know what these people are doing. We just say because Obasanjo said. These people, they don't mind make they use our destiny run another election. Scatter everything. Someone says Sowore is just jealous because of the way youths love Peter Obi. Now, if Sowore is talking about Peter Obi, then that's a totally different conversation. We are not talking about Peter Obi here. We are talking about Olusegun Obasanjo and Omoyele Sowore. Official Shum says we want more. Mayor, he said, let me pin it. He says he wants war. From today on, may your life be war. Anything to about dawole o mama dogun fun eni. Koto jeun, it will be war. Before you sleep, it will be war. Anything to ba fe ni tumo laye adogun fun e lati eni lo. You want war. Wade war yenu. Your father and your mother will fight war. You will be at war with your siblings. Your family will be a war-torn family from today onwards. If that's what you are looking for, innocent people in the country, may it be your portion. Lati any law. Waje rapture. Wade G, you will come and you will type. You will type. People don't tell me, say, make I calm down from ekpeti mu ma fi ese. Wa wonu agolo ni, wa di e ma agolo ni. Inu agolo ni destiny e ma wa to ma fi rare wogbo. Wọ́n ní kí n calm down fún ẹni o. Who they dealing we want war. Let me tell you, instead of war, make these people where I no want make it remain, make they remain there. Instead of war, make they remain. Make they remain another 10 years. Have you checked Ukraine? Have you seen what's going on in Ukraine? Is that what you want? Have you been to Ukraine? Even the Russia that is fighting with them, are they at peace? Please, we want peace. Oh, we want peace. I personally would have loved to see Peter Obi as the president of Nigeria, but as it cannot happen, let us make do with whatever we have. We have learned our lesson. Elections are run in a specific way. So, my conversation this night is, does Obasanjo have the right to make the statement he made concerning credibility of election? Is Sowore right for criticizing him? Someone says, cancel the election. No one will accept madness. No problem. Me, I will delete you from my page. Go and be canceling election somewhere else. The rapture done. If you have any problem, go to court. It's as simple as that. Let Seun Kuti, tag Seun Kuti, let Seun Kuti come and tell you what Obasanjo did to his grandmother. Let Seun Kuti come and talk. No be me go talk and make Seun Kuti come talk now. Fella cry till he cry, he cry. Thank you, my mama. You know hear song. So anyway, like I said, this is not for me to put mouth. It's not for me to put mouth. I'm going to open it and you guys can talk. Now remember, if you are coming to my live, you have to be respectful. I don't want you announcing APC won. I don't want you announcing Labour Party won. Nobody has won until they announce. Please let us learn to respect other people. Please. And respect me. If you don't need to watch my live, respect me. There are 1,500 people watching me on Instagram, 1,200 people watching me on Facebook. There are 430 people watching me on TikTok and 357 people watching me on YouTube. Right here, right now, we have more than 3,000 people. The last live video I did in the afternoon, I had 28,000 people came to watch. When I closed it, we had 28,000 people. So let us learn to respect. Somebody says you have nothing to say. No, you have nothing to listen to. Barap chok ulobaba bae. Barap chok. Just collect and be going straight. No tolerance. Someone says, can I share your rapture with your live with you briefly? All protocols will be observed. Very good. I will invite you. Please, if you're watching on TikTok, let me set some goals. TikTok people support my channel. Hello, brother. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually live with you from UK.
Okay. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Brother Freeze, God bless you with this, your live program.
Amen.
I'll just quickly say something. I'm not going to mention any party, but I think there's some things we need to understand as a Nigerian. A lot of people want someone to become a president. No doubt about that. We all want change. We all want new feelings, atmosphere. But the truth of the matter is, are we ready to go through the process that is being expected of us? So a lot of people are saying that this person lose. For me, as far as I'm concerned, no one lose, no one gain. We are all in this together. Whether you're abroad or you're back home in Nigeria, I have my family there. I'm part of a political party that I'm doing well. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is, this is election that, am I saying that Obasanjo is right or wrong? No. But the truth of the matter is, what happened when he was there? I'm from Ogun State. What has he done to Ogun State while he was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Is it this time that is right enough for him to trigger such letter? Even there was no letter, we could see a lot of things that happened. What are we doing? People just want something to happen, but we are not ready to pay the price. A lot of people want new government, and I tell them, are you ready to start doing things rightly? There are some businesses that people are doing back home in Nigeria that you know that you need to get certification for it. But because somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, you are doing it. If you have the right system and they insist that you must get this, the next thing they will be telling you is, oh, this government is against entrepreneur, this government is this, that. And I do tell people that nothing good come easy. It is our country, whether it is old man that is there or young man that is there, we just have to put ourselves together and make it work. The problem we have in Nigeria mostly is not even the leaders. The problem we have in Nigeria is ourselves. The money policy that was just being launched by Central Bank of Nigeria, you will cry when you hear what people are going through. 10,000 naira, 3,000 naira to collect 10,000 naira. Some even go to the extent of 4,000 naira. Is that is that Tinubu? Is that Sowore? Is that Obi? Is that Buhari? So things that we're doing to ourselves that we all need to argue about. Let us start from the corner of our rooms, and we transmit that to the living room.
Bros, your pikin they cry, oh.
From living room.
Good evening, your pikin they cry, oh.
Good evening, bro. From living room, we will transmit it to our compound. From compound, we will transmit it to our community. From our community, other states will learn from us. So let everybody accept the responsibility that it is time that we have to come, not about whether you are one political party or any other. All the Buhari that all the celebrities are putting up, where have they been? Last election, there was one of the candidates. I don't know if you permit me to mention his name. I will mention
anything that will cause anger.
No, it's not going to cause. It's not going to cause. I don't think that will cause any issue again. The last election, there was one of the unpopular candidates that Nigerian youth were saying that the other candidate should step down for. The person was former deputy central bank, something like that. Nobody gave room to step down for one another, and we want a new Nigeria. We want a new government. What are we doing to sacrifice for the new nation that we call our home? So that phrase, I think we need more people like you that are factual. People like you that will say it as it is. Anybody that wants to receive rapture, let them receive rapture for you saying the truth. Where we are now, it is the collective things that we've done, both from our leaders, from the youth. If people are shouting youth, people are saying, Lagos State next election, somebody will take this on. And I do tell people, do you know that even we youth, from 50 to 60, we are the worst to even deal with. If you put youth in some positions, you will regret that action. And I ask myself.
All right, bro. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, bro. Just hold on. I don't want you to leave. There's something I also want to say, yeah. If you live abroad, and you've been living abroad all this while, you understand, your voice matters. You understand? Your voice matters.
Yes.
I want abroad people to feel included. But if you live in Nigeria and you ran away before election and you are making mouth from abroad, your voice does not count.
Yes.
Your voice does not count. Those of you that left Nigeria this year, you could not wait 1 month to do this election. You saw me on Saturday. I walked inside the sun. I was beaten by the sun. I was dehydrated. I was tired. When they scattered the place, I had to run. And then you ran away from abroad. You are now inciting from abroad.
Okay, can I give feedback on that?
Please go ahead.
Okay, I didn't run to abroad.
No, not you, not you. I'm talking about people.
I mean, I'm going to start. You know, if you are going to condemn people, you know, Nigerians, we are quick to backlash. What about you?
I made a statement. Those that left for abroad this year, they ran just before election, 1 week before election, carry their children and run.
I'm going to them that the phrase. I'm going to them. See, people like us. Up to now that I'm talking to you, I volunteer. I'm giving my own professional part to make sure that all analysis and everything that we're doing online is going fine. And I make sure that I volunteer for a party which I'm doing. And the truth of the matter is a lot of people that even put us in this back home Nigeria that you said at the left, majority of them are the ones that will tell people, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. But if before the election, you need to go and see airports and see how jam-packed airports were. So, do they have a say? They don't. And even if you're abroad, what sacrifice?
You see. Let's allow this other gentleman to talk because his car is noisy.
Okay. Sorry. Good evening, Ekba.
Good evening, brother. Me.
Good evening, boss. First time allowing me to be on the live on your show. I really appreciate that. On the issue of Obasanjo and Sowore, my own is that yes, Obasanjo has dampened the process of democracy in our country, even when he wanted third term, or it was squashed. But I think that for me, if they want to ask me, I don't agree to the cancellation because from the polling unit, we have original results, which party agents and everybody has photos, videos, and all that. If INEC actually want to do it right, they should go back from what they told us, that after polling unit has voted, they will upload the results from the BVAS. So if they can do that, I think it will solve a lot of these problems that we're facing now. What I want to say is that, again, maybe Obasanjo has come to realize that during my own time, I failed. But before I leave, before I go, because all of them are able, let me support this nation to get it right. Because I think the only way we can get it right is for all the people who have failed this country before to come out and try to get it right, because they are the ones that put us in this situation. Thank you.
Most of us living abroad, we don't want to live abroad.
Thank you.
You know that I relocated my wife from the USA to Nigeria and came to live with me in Nigeria for 4 years. Even when my wife's mother wanted us to relocate abroad, she was fine. I told her, look, Nigeria is my country. If all of us run away from Nigeria, who will fix it? But I succumbed to the pressure.
Sorry, guys. let me cut you. Somebody's saying, why did I remove the other guy? Because a woman was on his DP. I was looking for a woman to come and have a conversation so that it will not just be male dominated. A lot of guys do it. They will put a lady on their display pic, then they will bring it, then we'll come see one guy wearing face fat. I just yank the guy. It already shows that you are not a credible. What is a woman doing on your, is either it's a troll account or you are using it to do Yahoo.
Exactly.
So if your display picture is a woman and you are a man, you cannot have you cannot say anything in Nigeria because you are not credible yourself. So sorry. So if we need a woman's view, but remember you have to be respectful. I will yank you if you are not respectful. Continue. Let me hear you.
Yes. So even though I was succumbed to the pressure after the answers when I was living in the Kuwait, and
big shout out to all of you watching on TikTok. Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm gonna follow my top gifter tonight, so make sure you send my gifts and help me meet. I want a love balloon. Help me meet my target. The first person to get me a love balloon, I will follow that person back. I will give that person a shout out, and I'll tell everybody on my live to follow you. So please get me that love balloon. And my highest gifter today will be, I will follow you, and I will tell everybody here to follow you too. Please send your gifts on TikTok.
The abroad system is working. If you are working, you know that you are working to earn a living. You know that you are making something. It's not juicy as they used to say, or as they portray it on TV, on newspapers. No. Abroad is not juicy like that, because when you are coming to abroad, you know that you are coming to another man's land. You must have an authorization to work. It's not juicy as you see it on TV, as they tell you. No. What we are saying is that if we get it right, many of us abroad, we will relocate back to our country. That is all what we want. We had hope in this election that, okay, for one, look at first-time voters. Look at first-time voters. People who say, no, I don't vote because my vote won't count. Now, if this system has disappointed those people, will they ever vote again? So ours is just that. But Sowore, now, Sowore is I respect Sowore, I respect him. If I had my chance, if they say Nigeria should pick their president, I think we should pick Sowore, because if we pick Sowore becomes our president. Many of our leaders will run exile. Many of our past leaders will run exile. But since we can't get here now, I just feel he just should support the youth now, that the youth have voiced out that this person we want, and then has given him their mandate. I think the mandate of the youth should stand. And again, for cancellation of election, I am not in a support of cancellation of election, because there are processes. If they can go back to the polling unit and get those polling unit results and start uploading them from polling unit to ward, to local government, to state, before even coming to national, I think we'll get it right.
J Light, guys, follow J Light.
This is my own thing, yeah.
Follow J Light. He's my #1 gifter for now. J Light, thank you so much, J Light. God bless you. Mama Do, thank you so much. Blessing, I see you.
25 years backwards, if we pick, because the INEC, if you look at the money the INEC has spent before this election, because they complained that the 2015 election was rigged and they don't have the machines, everything.
All right, guys. Let's bring other people. Thank you so much for joining live. Let me bring Sean Leeds. Thank you, guys. God bless you. I appreciate your contributions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brothers. God bless. Okay, so Sean.
Yeah, dear. Hello, everyone. I was watching the election today, dear, and you said something this afternoon that really, really resonates with me. I think, irrespective of the result now, irrespective of whatever happened and the emotions and anger people are feeling, I think if a proper planning and orientation goes into it, the actual winner of this election is the Labour Party. I will explain the reason why. If I was a political advisor to anyone in the Labour Party, in the next 4 years, Peter Obi doesn't need to go for presidency. They need to find a younger guy that is within maybe 40s or his 50s that they are all going to support. And now what they need to do is get a grassroots. You did mention that, and I totally agree with you. A lot of people are talking about Obama. Obama didn't get the highest, what's it called? He didn't get the highest funding in the Democratic Party when he first ran for president. You know, he was always in Chicago. He was in school, in the university. He was always on their TV. The name was there that this guy wanted to run. What they need to do is get someone who is going to be able to organize the grassroots, maybe be in the university, having political debates with the students, be with the Yalojas, get the name out there. And then in the next 4 years, we can then go, because at the moment I understand people are a bit agitated or maybe angry or whatever, but like you said, the only way that things are going to go is it that people start like going to violence, which will end up to the election being cancelled or whatever, or we will have a situation of Babangida June 12th, and that's not going to help anybody.
Now, let's talk about some history. Sorry to cut you. Let's talk about some history. I'm sorry, personally, I have a problem with Obasanjo in this mix.
Yeah.
In this particular mix.
Yeah.
Do you realize that Obasanjo frustrated Tinubu when Tinubu was governor of Lagos in 1999?
Right.
I've forgotten what the exact story was, but I think they cut federal allowance and Tinubu had to generate money from Lagos State. We were all there. I lived in Lagos. I came to Lagos in 2001 as a youth copper.
Yeah.
So Obasanjo and Tinubu no degree.
Yeah.
Obasanjo wrote in his own book about Atiku.
Yeah.
So either one of them that will come in, they will use his eye to see Shege.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's tackle this matter from an honest perspective now. Obasanjo used his hand to write in his book that about those things he wrote about Atiku. Obasanjo himself frustrated Tinubu. So now the most likely choice is between this same Atiku where he write bad about and this same Tinubu where he frustrate. So in con they play Labour Party like say in genuinely like Labour Party. Me personally, I'm sorry, I may be wrong, but this is my personal opinion.
Actually, I just saw the topic. I apologize. I didn't know the topic was about Obasanjo thing. And to be honest, you are totally right. If Obasanjo is an elder statesman, he shouldn't be meddling, because let's be honest with you, Obasanjo didn't do well as a military dictatorship either. Sorry, you want to say something?
Yes. I wanted to say something. You see, you might have a good point, but it's coming from a selfish point of view. I'm not saying it. I'm saying there's a possibility that this good gesture might be coming from a self-serving perspective, because you are looking at two leaders. You are not in their good books.
Yeah.
And there's a possibility that they will stress you. Either one of them. We know what he did to Tinubu for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
We know what he did to Atiku. So either one of them comes in, it will not augur well with him. So him picking Labour Party, in my humble opinion, I may be wrong and I stand corrected, is like Labour, him and Peter Obi no get any fight, no get any issue. So it's good for him to side there. Some people say, yes, he knows those other two people and he knows what they are capable of doing, blah, 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 which is also a valid point.
Yeah.
He also might say, okay, these people, I know this one to be like this, I know this one to be like, so I stick with. But I also, from studying him and being a grown-up I had finished university when Obasanjo was in power. I was not a kid.
Yeah.
I remember Muhammadu Buhari in power in the 80s. So Obasanjo in 2000, when they say he brought GSM and they brought Econet Wireless and MTN.
Yeah, Glow Mobile.
No, Glow came later. It was Econet
okay.
Wireless and MTN.
Yeah, that's true. MTN,
I can tell you how much I bought my first GSM phone. 17,500 naira. Econet Wireless. I remember, so I was not a kid. So I remember Obasanjo's third term and how constitutional it was and how they were willing to do anything to get, and it didn't work for them.
Can I say something here though?
Go ahead.
I think again it goes back to what you always say though, because we are the reflection of our leader and our leader is a reflection of us. So it's kind of like an ecosystem, because we have to remember, is it not, I might be wrong here, and people you can correct me, it was the same Obasanjo during the his military raid that they threw Fela's mother from.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was not there. Nobody, everybody believed it was him. Let's be careful. It was alleged.
But it was
Do you understand? So let us invite the Kutis. That's why I said invite Sheun Kuti. Let Sheun Kuti tell us what transpired between his grandmother and Obasanjo.
And if you still go on YouTube, you can still see all the times when during his terrain they will beat Fela there. He will be on his pants and showing his back out there. I think, excuse me, I think when when the man gets to that kind of age, the best thing you need to do is either to be friends to everybody or to be friends to nobody. Because whether he likes it or not, I know we are Africans, everybody always try to get spiritual and emotional. He's on his way out. He's not getting younger, he's on his way out. So it should just kind of he's supposed to be doing what the Burna Boys and the Whiskey are doing. Just keep your mouth shut and you are on your way out. You've done what you want to do in this life, you are on your way out. I know everybody is saying, God has forgiven Obasanjo. Yeah, God has forgiven Obasanjo, but is God coming down to come and repair Nigeria? I don't know the way our people think. If you don't do, whether we like it or not, if we keep repeating what is going on for the next 100 years, Nigeria will be the way Nigeria is. Nigeria is not going to get better. God is not going to come down with sultana and sword and start killing people like the Bible. It's not going to happen. People just have to understand that. So, that's. I thought it was a continuation of your conversation earlier today.
No, it's a new conversation. Let me pin it. I've pinned it now so that we can see it and all contribute to it. I'm bringing Peter Ebojele. So I would want you to stay around. I've tried to bring some ladies, but none of them are accepting. So let's hear them, because I always like to hear from ladies too. There are so many ladies that sent me requests, but I'm inviting them and they're not coming. So
I think a lady says Charlotte text or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but the problem is, unless you send me a request, I can't be typing your name and inviting you. Yeah. So who joined us just now? Okay, Peter Ebojele is with us. Peter, let's hear your perspective.
We can't hear.
Peter, we can't hear you.
I muted before. I forgot.
Okay, welcome, Peter. What are your thoughts, Obasanjo versus Sowore, over the cancellation of election? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts are very simple. First of all, Obasanjo, as a citizen of Nigeria, has the right to air his mind on something that is that he feels is going wrong. For somebody to say, "Oh, because of Obasanjo's time, there was election irregularity, therefore The man cannot now come and say something when he feels like there's irregularity. That is wrong. Because it's just like you are telling me that a man that have sinned and repented has no right to condemn sin.
Now, let me correct you on that. Sowore raised a point. Hold on. Sowore raised a point. He said Obasanjo started this election that we are going through now. What we are going now, him start them according to Sowore. I don't want to put my mouth and say I don't want to endorse it because I don't want the lawsuit. But Sowore said that what Nigeria is going through electorally today was started by Obasanjo. So hold on. So Sowore might, as in, so they say he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. He is coming to equity. How clean are his hands? You, Peter Ebojele, can say you want the elections cancelled. Your hands are clean. My hands are clean. Sean Leeds' hands are clean. Are Obasanjo's hands clean?
Very valuable point.
So go on. Sorry, I caught you. Go on.
Now, the thing I want to quickly say is, if somebody gives a suggestion that is correct, and the person is known for doing the wrong things, but he now gives a correct suggestion, should we throw away the suggestion because he is somebody that was doing wrong?
Now, let's talk about rigging. El Rufai could not deliver Kaduna. Are you aware?
Yes, I'm aware.
Ganduje could not deliver Kanu. Are you aware?
I'm aware.
Tinubu could not deliver Lagos. Buhari could not deliver Katsina. Lalong could not deliver Plateau. And also lost the senatorial bid. This election, in my humble opinion, was less rigged than previous elections. Previous elections, all these people would deliver their words steady. In an election where Tinubu could not deliver Lagos,
yes,
an election where El Rufai could not deliver Kaduna, these are sitting governors, incumbent. Of course, there was. Let me not say there was rigging. I was not there. Let me just not say what's bigger. But compared to previous, which election happened in Nigeria that these people were not delivering, we are now saying this particular one is the worst one we have seen in our whole life. Let's examine the facts.
Daddy Freeze, please, I want to make a request.
Okay.
Let me. This phone I'm using now, the thing is hanging because it's not the phone that has the network.
Okay.
So let me leave and send you another request from the phone that has a stronger network.
Okay, definitely. I'll bring you in.
All right.
Born to Grace Money says, I don't even trust your wisdom again. The moment you tell them that thing that they want to hear, let's be honest, let's look at it. An election where Tinubu could not deliver Lagos. Baba, if not those days when they rig, Baba, you know go, as in, they go clear them. Even when you go say, ha.
But yeah, if not like the way we as Nigerians that we are so emotional and sentimental, I think it's the good of this election that the youth supposed to look into. A process where, I mean, we've all heard it. Tinubu built Lagos, somebody put roof on it, built ship or whatever, and the guy actually won. It might not be a big margin, but people stood up. You know, all we need now is just a process where people can organize and say, okay, we are going to the grassroots. This is the puzzle we are supporting. This is the good that people have to look into rather than, you know, getting a bit emotional and agitated about something that is not there. Sorry.
Someone is saying that the strategy, the margins are not much. That is what...
Politics, winning.
Listen, forget winning and anything. if there was the level of rigging that we are used to in Nigeria. I don't want to mention the state. The number of votes in that state was more than the population of the state in this country. Do you understand? So I will never say, I will never come here and say, oh, there was no rigging, it was free and fair, blah, blah. But compared to previous elections, hand, as in, hold them for this particular election.
Which election is free and fair?
How many elections during Obasanjo's time were freer and fairer than this one? It's a question. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm asking. So, my darling sister, you have joined us. Go ahead.
Hi, Daddy Freeze. So, I want to say that Sowore is 100% right. You know, remember when Obasanjo came in 1999? You know what he did 2001? He stated that every university will start generating funds for their school. What happened? That college fee increased by almost 300%. And the only reason he's coming out now, like you said before, is because he knows that he's not on good book with both parties. With Tinubu, he has issue with Tinubu. And after his tenure, when Atiku served him, the goal was for Atiku was that after Obasanjo regime, he's going to be the next president. But what did Obasanjo do? He went to bring Yaradua. So he doesn't have a good relationship with the other two parties. So he's just securing his own legacy. In my own opinion, he's not supporting Peter Obi because he really wants to support Peter Obi. He knows that he's not on the good side on the other two parties. So Sowore is 100% right. We're living off his legacy. Like you said, this election, if it was former election, the voice of the people will not be heard.
I'm telling you. As in, you guys don't know what happened. Peter Obi get mouth, collect Lagos. As far as I'm concerned, salute.
Yes.
Salute. It has never happened before.
Yes.
How? Ask Obasanjo about a guy called Olufalaye. You think say we know go school? As in, it amazed me.
Yes. He even collected Lagos, Kaduna.
No, yeah.
Collected Nasarawa State. He collected Nasarawa State. So if you look at the legacy of this election, to me, it's a more free and fair election. It's a little bit more.
I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this, but this election is freer and fairer, in my opinion, than the election that brought Obasanjo into power.
Yes.
In my opinion. As in, how will I take the forget? Obasanjo already do third term. Be like saying Atiku no Graham that year. As in, how will I take the forget this thing? Obasanjo. Now, guess what? Funny enough, then I supported his third term. Why? Because he was working. Obasanjo was working. But when it comes to constitution, how constitutional was that?
Hello?
So, no, go ahead. Oh, wow, we lost this lady. Hey, and I was enjoying her. Almost 50 people are lining up. I just want to bring ladies. Let's hear from the ladies. Now, so men. Political matter. If now who boyfriend cheat on now, the whole place. Una no go see one man. What did they do now? Women, where are you? Eh? Please raise your hand. I will invite you if you are a woman. And if Peter Ebojele comes back, I would like to bring him back. Someone says you remove her, Baba. No, I didn't remove her. In fact, I will invite her again just so that you know that I did not remove her. She's still here. I've invited her again. While we're waiting for her to come back, big shout out to those who got me stars. Asika Aisha Adigun. What happened to your phone, man? They said I removed you just to prove to them. Hey, Sean, don't come go now.
No, you didn't remove me. I think it's network.
Okay. So, guys, while we're waiting, please support our channel by going to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. This picture will pop up. with 826,000 followers. Scroll down to today's video. That's today's video right there. Bottom left-hand corner and buy stars. Come and support me. She has left again on Facebook. What exactly is going on? What exactly is going on? Please add me, Sir Kenyo. Okay, let me bring you in. So this is what we're doing. Please come over to Facebook and support me. Big shout out to Aisha Adigun, Emeka Ukpai, T Baba, and Tunji Adebosu. Thank you guys so much. Go over to Facebook and buy me stars. And thank you, Mamadou on TikTok. All of you who have been supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, over to you, my brother. What are your thoughts?
Firstly, thanks for having me on your live. My first time showing your live, so it's a great pleasure. Like we say, where I come from, Bunasara, Chefach.
Bunasara, that's Romanian. Yes, Roman.
Yeah, well, I'm calling from London now.
Okay, do you speak Romanian?
Sorry?
Vorbești român?
Da, un pic.
Un pic. Câți ani ai fost în România?
Oh, yeah, my partner is originally from Romania, so
okay.
Understandably.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. So go ahead, let me hear you.
So just to start with, obviously, I'm probably going to take you back a bit now. On the guy who probably said, oh, we want war, that sort of thing, that really got me pissed. It got me very annoyed. Over here in the UK, I'm involved in a lot of charities, helping out people. It was just a year since, the situation in Ukraine happened, and everyone in the UK, we had a remembrance a couple of days ago about, the situation. Lives were lost, properties were damaged. I don't think Nigerians know what war is. Well, a lot of people don't actually understand how war can actually change their lives forever. It can affect families, kids, unborn children. It could cause a lot of problems, so people don't know. So that guy who obviously said something about war, I hope he realizes the impact of what he said and how crazy it is to obviously say something like that, because it's a very serious situation. With Sowore saying Obasanjo, obviously, whatever he's done, obviously, African tradition, you can't disrespect your elders, like they say. But freedom of speech, I think Sowore has every right in the world to say that. With all due respect to OBJ, yes, some people are saying he may have changed, he may have done this. But I'm not the youngest person, I'm not the oldest person. But there are certain situations that I remember. For example, when he wanted to go for third term, that was crazy. Like you said, yes, he was doing some things, but come on, man, you pretty much wanted to change the constitution because you wanted to remain in power. So a lot of people think he's coming out now to say, oh, no, I want them to cancel it, this and that. I think all he's trying to do is he's trying to put someone there that would not have time for him, if I put it that way, in Nigerian's way. Because if Tinubu goes in or Atiku goes in, he knows they've got it big for him. He knows what's coming next, and that's the fact. He's always had it in for them. But Nigerians are sentiments as usual. No, the people don't understand exactly what's happening. Once Nigerians start listening to some things they want to hear, they get a bit excited. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I see it. So, yeah, what he said is a valid point. Yes, obviously, there may be, things happening. If it come from somebody else, we know, okay, yeah, there's a bit of a clearer motive. But coming from him, I just think there's an hidden agenda behind it. That's my personal opinion. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think, anyways.
Thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate it. Thanks. And more than anything else, I am with you. No war. Zero tolerance for war. Whatever we do, let us learn to live together in peace and in love. Big shout out to Tammy Dambere, sent 500 stars, 530 stars, and Buki Unwachuku also sent me 500 stars. Thank you so much. Go to Facebook, Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE on Facebook and buy stars. Just scroll down to today's video, click on the video and buy stars. Oh yeah, all of you. Invite Omoyele Sowore. He's going to be very busy. I'm not sure he'll be able to come, but invite him nonetheless. So we've got a guest here. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear from you.
Okay, first of all, good evening, Daddy Freeze. Thank you for bringing me on.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm just here to air my own opinion.
Okay.
First of all, I want to start with what Sowore said. By saying, Daddy Freeze, you're a father, right? For instance, let's say that there is this particular bad habit that you know that you have. I'm very sure that you wouldn't like your child to possess that same habit. Or will you? You will not, right? So, if at all, like, Obasanjo was actually the founder or whatever that is going on in this present election, it doesn't mean that we should continue that way. That is one. Now, with regard to the previous elections that Nigeria has ever conducted, you can't compare the number of people that registered in the previous presidential election with the number of people that registered in this particular presidential election. Previously, people always like reluctant coming out to cast their vote. They will tell you that the vote doesn't count. Blah, 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 blah. And then, people really don't have access to social media or internet. But right now, the number of people that actually came out in this present presidential election to register, the number of people that actually got their PVC, not only getting their PVC, the number of people that actually came out on Saturday to cast their votes can't be compared with any of the previous presidential elections. So someone telling me that this presidential election is more free and fair than the previous one, I totally disagree with the person. I may not have the actual figures of people that registered in the previous one, but I'm very sure that the number of people that participated in this present presidential election is tremendously higher than the previous presidential election that Nigeria ever had in the history of Nigeria. So in this case, again, another point I want to make is this. You said that if this election was actually rigged, that there's no way a Labour Party would have won.
I did not say this election was not rigged. I said compared to previous elections.
Okay, sir.
Let me give you an election that happened in this country. Wait. An election that happened in this country. The total votes counted were more than the population of that state.
Okay. See, that free. The people we are dealing with, these guys are smart. Labour Party winning in Lagos State, like, it doesn't really mean anything.
What about El Rufai losing in Kaduna? You want to tell me that too doesn't mean anything?
So that people will see that, oh, this is the strongest hold of Tinubu, and at the end of the day, the Labour Party won. Now, if you check the winning margin, if they are very close, almost head to head with each other. Now, check other states. You find out that APC might be having 400 and something votes, while Labour parties have less than 1,000 votes. That is free. These things are mathematics. These guys know what they are doing. Okay, now, let's compare Obasanjo's administration with whatever is going on now. This is the first time Nigeria is ever conducting a presidential election with PVAS, or whatever they call it. And according to Constitution, when they introduced this thing was approved and it was entered in Nigerian Constitution that these things will be transmitting right from the polling unit. So how come the same device were able to upload CNET, was able to upload that of what is called Federal House of Reps, but that of President didn't go to? They started encountering network problem, blah, 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 blah. That is obviously the election is tremendously weak. You can't even compare with that of Obasanjo's administration.
No.
Now,
Anybody else? Sorry, how old are you? How old are you?
What do you say?
How old are you?
It doesn't really matter.
It matters because I want to know how old you were when they were doing these elections. It's very important. That's why I told you. I just finished university when Obasanjo came into power. I was not a kid.
Okay.
I was a youth copper. Okay. I was the age of those people that are carrying election ballot boxes now and conducting election. Now youth coppers that they use. I was like that age. So I no be small pikin. I know waiting they happen for this Niger. So tell me your age. Let me know your age, because you seem not to be able to go beyond a certain time frame. You are locked in a time capsule. For you to say that this election compared to other elections, this election was worse. Ha.
Okay, that is pretty. So let me ask you a question. Can you equate the number of people that participated in the previous election, presidential election, with the people that participated this year? Is there any way you can equate both of them?
Unless we have the figures. What me I know is the way the impunity.
Can you equate the figures?
I cannot equate it because I don't know the numbers. To be very honest, I've not.
Why do you think that people came out more?
I cannot sit down and tell you who came out more, who came out less. I don't have the direct numbers. What I can tell you is the impunity they used to rig those days. They used to rig with their full chest.
Nobody disputing the fact that they don't use to rig election. Nigeria has always been at the note of rigging election. I'm not disputing that, but I'm telling you that.
Listen, rigging election are globally. I hope say you know for America that they rig. Wait, I hope say you know say that they rig for America too. Hold on. I hope say you know say that they rig election for America too. Bros, calm down. I hope say you know say that they rig for election. Bros, you are not listening. I hope you realize that they rig election in America too.
I was going to say that.
You think in America is free and fair election?
No, America was never free and fair.
So if we say America was not free and fair, why do we expect to have 100% free and fair election? Are we Jesus? Now Angel Gabriel they vote. If America election get rigging, Nigeria will no go come get.
Of course, man. Come on.
So what I'm telling you is, compared to other, we were not, those days they go carry the ballot box around, nobody go ask any question, they not born you, there was no Twitter, there was no Instagram. As in, those days they rig with their full chest. They go tell you what you go press, they no born you make you press another thing, and you know if you record them, what you want to use record them, your teeth.
Brother, I think the reason why you think it's like this now is because of technology. Because you see these things on people's phones, Snapchat, Instagram. Years ago, it was different. Trust me, people were reading with the full chest. You go, they were not hiding it. People were going, taking boxes, traveling in the jam for buses, the commercial buses from one place to the another and going.
Those days, as in they were carrying money. But do you realize that this election there was no money? Wait. Do you realize that there was no money in circulation for this election? I don't want to say what is bigger than my mouth, but compared to elections I've witnessed in my life, this election, hey, there was no money in circulation. Do you know how they used to share money those days?
But the thing is this. Even if the previous elections in the world, I think guys have planned, which I totally disagree with you guys. But do we have to continue this way? That's the question.
No, but we can see a bit of improvement. I saw a bit of improvement.
We can't continue this way. And this is the first time that
Hold on. Do you agree that they rig in American election? Wait. Do you agree that they rig in American election? Uncle now. Uncle.
The result not transmitted from the polling unit. They should have transmitted the result from the. Let's be realistic here. Let's stop being biased. You promised Nigerians that you'll be transmitting result from the polling unit.
Hold on. I don't like that word bias. I don't like that word. My brother here from Romania, what's your name? What's your Instagram handle? No, the other guy. What's your name?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Kenny.
Okay, Kenny. My dear brother, I'm not going to allow you to use bias on my live. You cannot come and say bias. We are looking at previous elections. The first thing I asked you, my dear brother, was tell me your age.
But please, I just told you I'm in my late 30s.
You are in your late 30s. Okay, tell me your exact age. Let me calculate where you were in 2001. Let me calculate where you were when they were doing those elections.
So there's not anybody wants to tell me about Nigerian elections. I work as a full clerk while I was standard secret university, right? It's not that I voted. I work as a full clerk in the election.
Okay, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you for your opinion, bro. I appreciate your opinion. Thank you so much. We love you.
And people have never come out like this.
Baba, they talk. You no agree anybody else talk. You won't tell me say this election was past previous elections.
I think the problem is he's obviously pained by what's happening.
I understand. But can we, God. You know, say me, I don't the witness election come from NPM, from the NPN, from Shehu Shagari, Awolowo. There was a time in Nigeria, there was something called Wetie, where they go the house of people where no agree their views and they pour them petrol. You never hear of Wetie. I beg anybody way old for Nigeria, if you are in your 50s, you will understand what Wetie. That was the impunity they were using to. They will go to your house and pour you petrol, and they will light the person fire. I'm not joking. Wetie. Who remembers Wetie?
My parents had mentioned it before. Wetie.
They will say Wetie, as in that is.
Yeah, the guy's obviously confused. I think what he's seen is obviously what he's seen on social media, because people.
Yes, you see, let me tell you, social media is a problem. Social media has a way of exaggerating.
A lot.
I remember having a discussion with my neighbors. 86 polling units came out in Lagos, and Obi was leading, and the next thing, Obi has won Lagos. I said, guys, can we please calm down? There are 13,000 polling units in Lagos.
In Lagos, yeah.
We have not seen 1,000. We have seen, because celebs, they tweet their own. How many celebs we get? The whole thing we saw 80. And then the problem is, at the end of the day, if you jump into conclusions, when the real results start coming out, and in case they are not in your favor, you start claiming rigging.
Yeah.
Someone says, not Zainab says, not cool, you cut him out. He wasn't listening. He mentioned the word on my live. You cannot say the word bias, that we are biased. You are out. Yeah. And if you say anything, I will remove you too. Make a show you say, I crisp. I stupid pass you. Nothing say you stupid. I am a very stupid person. I stupid pass you. So if you think, say, person will come my life, use the word bias. Was that guy having a conversation? He was talking to himself from beginning to the end. Angry that what?
He lost it. He was a bit pained. I think his party is obviously not doing well.
Let me ask you a question. If you've witnessed elections during Obasanjo's time, you will know that this election was calm, was mild.
I hear that's it. I know. A lot of people don't understand. Obviously, now I know the scene. Obviously, like the kids in the northern, the kids voting.
The guy had a point. Don't get me wrong. The guy had a point. But when you are talking and we can't have a conversation, I can't interject you. You can't interject me. He had a point with the Beavers. The Beavers was a bit of a disappointment. And yes, he did have a point. We should be improving. I did see a little bit of improvement compared to Wetie, compared to Obasanjo, Olufalaye.
Yeah.
I saw a bit of improvement, in my humble opinion. Do you understand? Those days, make I tell you something. Make I tell you, for my hood, for Arimo, 8-year-old, they go vote. And they go, Baba, no PVC.
Exactly.
8-year-old, they go vote. They come, they laugh me that time. Me, I come, they tell them, say, this thing where people where I old pass, I was 16. People where I old pass, they go vote. Come, they show me their finger, say, Baba, as in, una they talk.
Oh God.
In my hood, people where I senior, they go vote, they laugh me, say, oh, Diboni. I want it Dibo. As in, they could just go there, just hijack the election people, say, hey, I'm waiting for your age, they say 18, they go take car, go collect card. So I never said Olufalaye wasn't bad. I'm just trying to tell you that election, Olufalaye election, now they talk. I don't want to talk plenty. Make sure we can clear waiting one clear.
He doesn't. I mean, it's the same thing. For example, with the armed forces and the police and stuff. A lot of people think they're just becoming violent with people now, but they've always been like that. The only reason why people are seeing it now is because of social media. Because people are recording everything now. That's what people don't understand. I see where it's coming from. The Beavers, for example. I mean, come on, man. That should have been sorted. That should have been all finalized. There shouldn't be any issues. But again,
who remembers Adedibu in Ibadan? Babala Midi Adedibu, make I tell you, those ones go deliver state for you. More be a liar, anybody. They never born the person. Say Adedibu, who no go give you that state. Let me tell you what happened. I was working in BCOS at that time. Adedibu, may he so rest in peace. There was one guy called, I don't forget the guy name. His surname starts with F. Ruben. Now also politician that year. His surname starts with F. His name now Ruben. Now so they interview Ruben. Now so Ruben mouth begins sweet too. They say wetin Nigeria fit do wey Nigeria go take better. He say unless all the older politicians begin kpai. Adedibu dey in house, they watch the television. Adedibu ask in guy because he no to understand English too much. He say, Kini Ruben is so. Wetin Ruben talk. They say, Baba, one him afibate bama kunyo. Say now until when you buy, now Nigeria go get ahead. Now so Adedibu drive go BCOS. Ruben still they do interview live. Adedibu arrive. He say, me they go bring their manager. Say in one beat Ruben. Make the whole country they see and they beat down for that nonsense when you talk for live television.
Wow.
Our manager then was, I think, Taiwo. I worked in BCOS now. I'm not telling you a story. I was there. You know what? I can't fear. Say Taiwo, 9 our GM then. You know what? I don't know if it was Taiwo or one of those our GMs. You know what in the beg Adedibu? They say, Baba, Nike man no. Joy man no lori television. I'm buying be wasita. You know, make I translate them for you for English. They say make Baba no vex. Say they no say make Baba no beat Ruben no. But make you no just beat him live. For say they go bring Ruben come out. Man, so they bring Ruben come out. Baba come out na cap, he take beat him. Ruben, allo go. Oh God. He better finish. Everybody stand like this, they watch. He enter him to drive, go. When he don't drive far, now people quickly carry camera, come put for Ruben face. Now Ruben say, Baba, you tell me about election where they rig? Go and ask Ladoja them for Ibadan. Make tell you how they do it. Hey. Hey.
Oh my gosh, unfortunate. This is unfortunate. I don't know. Nigeria's problems.
Adedibu. They tell me one story. I know they tell, but they tell me for front of University of Ibadan, government they build roundabouts. They say Adedibu sick. I know they tell. They just talk on me. I stand corrected though. Emma Binu. They say Adedibu go do treatment abroad. Now he come back. He come they drive. You see the roundabout. They say they call the guy. I don't know what the guy will be. Whether na Ibrahim. Say Ibrahim. Hello, she roundabout. Ibrahim need government ni. Adedibu look and say, one suffer a power of roundabout. One suffer me new. The next thing they bring bulldozer, can't bulldoze roundabout where government built. as in.
That guy.
Adedibu dey live television. They ask him, they say why he remove one television no. He say the governor no say one money na him own. Baba, please, anybody wey know Adedibu, Baba. As in they ask her, he talk her for television, no talk her hide. Full chest. He tell her say the governor no know say that money nine money. Say and you know they deliver around. Who remembers? If maybe I stand corrected. Let me not go and say as fact what, because I don't old now. What could have been a speculation in my mind. So when you are talking of, we have seen all those kind of elections, all those kind of governments up until now. We can't see government election where Tinubu lose Lagos, where El Rufai lose Kaduna.
Wow.
We are not saying it wasn't rigged, But compared to where we are coming from, I don't know what to say again. No.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things.
It's
one of those things,
So, my dear brother, thank you so much for joining me live. Soso wants to come, my final caller tonight. Lovely hanging out with you guys. Guys, come and buy stars. Oh. Come and buy. Somebody said it was 3/4 of security votes. I don't remember what it was, but we remember. I didn't even talk for television say the only time for him life, I think I saw this, I stand corrected. The only time in his life when they sweat now, when he chopping amala or when he on top of woman. I know you forget this as in say only two times for his life now in the sweat.
Oh God.
Say when he chop amala or when he on top woman.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
You want to tell me say they rigged this election?
Oh God. Wow. Crazy.
Adedibu. Lamidi. I grew up in Ibadan. I did not listen. I did not grow up in Bodija. I lived in Bodija, Paul Hendrick Street, when I was in the university. I grew up in Aremo, rural ghetto for Ibadan. Adedibu lived in Molete. I know when Lam Adeshina became our first democratic governor. I was there. His son was in my school, Dakpo Lam. So, he get waiting, we not supposed just they talk so that God no go just look us with bad eye. Where we are coming from and where we are. Now, all that while we I did they do anything they do. Obasanjo the power.
Yeah, worse to be honest. Yeah.
Obasanjo the power. When I did talk for national television, say the only time when in the sweat now if he dey on top woman or if he dey chop amala, Obasanjo the power. Obasanjo don't talk. Somebody said anything on YouTube says that he freeze. I know about Operation Wet here. Gone are those days. May we never witness such again.
We did, yeah. Well, parents used to say that.
So it's a process. I lived. I don't know if you guys don't understand how far we. I lived to see Tinubu lose Lagos in a democratic election, and you guys are moaning and groaning.
I know, man.
No.
Crazy. I wasn't expecting.
This election showed even the strongest people that they are not gods, that they can bruise, they can feel pain. Those days when they tell you that this place we have taken it, they have taken it, not me.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
It's gone. So let us not come and listen to Baba Obasanjo. Make una go ask question. Say why Obasanjo not talk plenty during Adedibu time. Make hey, wo me only sorrow. Make them no come carry me. I know if you talk past the one way I talk.
Oh God.
I know if you talk past like this. So I don't know anything. No. Somebody said they can't understand. Wallahi lie. They no if you understand. Why Obasanjo no go Ibadan? Go follow Adedibu fight. Maybe now in the right letter. Why no write Adedibu letter that year? Now question I ask, say why you no write Adedibu letter? When they bring Adedibu for national television, talk say in one remove governor, say governor no give him in monthly entitlement.
Nigeria, man.
Someone say it is the past. It is not the past though. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands because you will be questioned. We are not children.
Yeah.
So nobody, America election that they rig. Rigging is part of elect. I do not support it. and I would never embrace it. But we have, I'm worried about canceling this election and allowing those ones that are in power today to continue in power. To me, it is a worry. It is a worry and a genuine concern.
Yes.
Someone said, did you not change? Guys, somebody say you be APC member. Shall they see them? Nigerians have binary minds. You know what a binary mind is? It's either 1 or 0. If binary won't spell 1 million, they go spell them in 1 and 0. If binary won't spell 99, they go spell them in 1 and 0. 9 does not exist in binary number. Binary now 1 or 0. Only 2 numbers, 1 and 0.
That's it.
So your mind is, if I am not supporting Obi, I must be Tinubu.
Yeah.
When I wanted to bring the person that I told you that I voted for, I wanted to bring him live this night. You are still saying I'm APC. As long as I'm not saying what you want to hear, your binary mind don't carry you go where you want day. No problem. No problem. Anyhow you want, think calm. Think calm. I am not saying Obasanjo is not right. He is right.
Yeah.
I am just worried about the effect of that statement. Can that statement lead to cancellation of election results? If the answer is yes, I don't want elections to be cancelled. So we continue with our lack of naira and lack of petrol the way we've been coming.
Very sad.
I may be wrong, your opinion may differ, and you have a right to it. I respect your opinion. Please respect mine. I also agree with Obasanjo that Beavers thing did not meet up to the expectations of what they told us it can do. I agree. Also, for a balance, you cannot tell me when no Obasanjo, when no one with Saraki, when no Adedibu, say make I just follow Obasanjo. Of course, I will pick the wisdom in what he says, but I will also question that Baba, you wanted to do third term, oh. They no agree you knew. You won't change constitution, they no agree you knew. You don't reach another person turn now, you dey vex. So I know if you talk past like that. So thank you so much. I can't seem to invite people. Are people hanging? Peter Ebojele once he come my live like this, he be like ghost. You know they go. He go just there they hang. I know if you invite anybody again. That's why I don't like bringing Peter. Once I bring him, I know say I want the round off because he go but he go hang. I know the kind of do what Peter do. He go still there hang. So right now I can't bring anybody else. First off, I can't bring you because Peter is hanging. Let me try and bring Sean. Whether Sean go fit come. So I always bring Peter towards the end. Sorry. Hey, Sean, don't finally join. One person don't fit join us. So.
I didn't know what happened, you know. I think Instagram just kicked off.
So, be obedient. After today, I will stop following you, Daddy Freeze. You are not a better person. Let me quicken your eribu by blocking you. So no need for you to even, you will not go even see me again to follow. You got to show. No. Make I rapture him.
Why are people like this?
Oh. As in binary brain. Is either black or white, nothing in between. Your brain cannot handle the fact that aside from APC and PDP, there was Sowore, there was Mogalu, there was that very intelligent young man that is opening universities everywhere that I brought to my life. What's his name? Accord.
Right. I I'll tell you how funny this situation is, dear. I'm happy Kenny is from the UK. Kenny, you will remember when Boris Johnson won the election after the whole Brexit situation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I could remember in my workplace, I was having a conversation with one of the British guy, and I said to him, because that was when obviously they stopped food coming to UK. If you remember, all of a sudden, everything went down.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I said, oh, this is the Brexit you guys voted for. And you know what that guy told me? He said, listen, all that voted for Boris, we voted him because he's the only one that is going to get Brexit done. We didn't vote him for him to improve the economy.
Yeah.
That's not what you voted for, you know. He said we didn't vote him for economy, we didn't vote him to improve the roads or increase, like, we voted him to do Brexit. And that's what he told us it was going to do. Like, it's only us that is like, if people don't support who you are supporting, then all of a sudden, it's...
I don't know. It's just... It's sad.
It's sad, like, the way we think is, honestly, it's sad, yeah, honestly. Like...
And that is crazy. Can I just say something? You know, the mentality we have as black people about Africans sometimes is annoying. Like, those two guys that came in previously, that the free said something, obviously, it's people that have just run to the UK 1 month before election, that sort of thing, which is a valid point.
Then they are shouting from that UK where they are. Boil everywhere. We will not agree. You've run away.
Exactly.
You did not vote, oh. Me, I voted, oh. Listen. I had this argument with two people. One person ran away 3 days before election, carrying whole family japa. Another one ran a month before election. The two of them are in that abroad where they are, inciting all sorts of things. God will punish those that don't want us to have this. You really want Peter Obi to win. You could not wait an extra week to vote. One of them told me he has mobilized 70 people. Like I'm a fool. If I want to, listen to me, if I want to influence for a political party, I will not bring that party less than 5,000 people. That's it. If I say, okay, I'll bring, say I choose one party. Say, imagine I say, okay, now Atiku I won't follow, or now Accord I won't follow. Say, and I begin to actively influence for them.
Yeah.
Not only that, I carried my leg. My wife will not get PVC. She still follow me. We go vote.
Yeah. The video, yeah.
You run, go abroad. You can't. They say this country will boil. This one will happen. That one will happen. Baba, nowhere is going to boil. If you wanted to boil it, you first stay behind, boil, and make all of us stay inside this pot together.
I mean, it's like Kenny said, people who have never seen war, like, come to UK and come and see how Ukrainian people are living. Come and see how they're crying.
Come and see them now.
See what? Now them they child war. If when Nigeria where and cowboys go to fight, people go to run.
Exactly. Yeah.
Baba, I was in UI in 1997. Who, if you went to UI, remember one restaurant called Mama Cass? Not Mama Cass. Sorry. Mama Tokpe. UI. If you were in UI in the 90s, Mama Tokpe, where Kasala burst for school. They go find one guy, go down Mama Tokpe restaurant. Now that's the reason why they closed down Mama Tokpe. They go find the guy, go to the restaurant. They no see him, they can't see him cussing. Baba, you know what it be mince meat? I'm not joking. Now shovel, they take compact the guy. Now shovel, they take compact the guy the next day. Shovel and back and basin. And not die CB Gizdodo ni. One suburb and the Gizdodo.
Oh, wow.
As in, wow. Baba, that are the day where I know say girls they jump fence. Baba, I was staying in Bello, was it Bello Hall? Kuti Bello. I was staying in Bello Hall. Our Olori Buruku security. As you hear the pandemonium, you just hear ta into the air. Everybody, car. We can't run, go hostel. Security don't close gate, lock door. Now, Bello Hall is like there is what's this thing? Burglary proof. All the way to the second floor. Guests climb from down, spider girl. From ground floor, they climb there. You go, they see their pants like this. As they follow them, they go with their skirts. Now so they click. Everybody way down, clap. Everybody just reach up. Everybody quiet like this. Take off. Imagine running to your hostel and the security don't lock the door. Run. You just look the second floor like this. Everybody begin to climb burglary proof. Go second floor. Now you want them to say you want scatter one down at one university.
Can I say something though, dear? Because for some reason I can see the message where people are putting here. One of the things that a lot of people are saying is, should we be contented with this? Nobody's saying we should be contented, but I mean, in my opinion, because this is your life, but in my opinion, I think we need to look at the positive. Like sometimes you might not win the battle, but you will win the war. People need to understand this in life. Like what has happened now, irrespective of what anybody can say, the two founding parties have been bruised. They know that there are some people now in Nigeria that are ready to go all the way. And what people need to start doing then is organizing yourself or mobilizing. Like, I mean, I'm in UK. Like, I mean, you're in UK. I'm not telling people what to do. But if you want to change and you're clamoring for change, a change doesn't happen like a year before the election. You need to plan it like go and look at, I love politics a lot. Go and look at Obama's case study. Obama was already campaigning and planning his presidential election, even when he was a senator.
When he was a senator,
yeah. That was one of the reasons Kanye West
and everything. Yeah.
That was why Kanye West, because Kanye West said, I remember when he used to come to my mama's house and my mom would take me to all the foreign black people, and then he became what's called president, and then Obama was already strategizing 8 years before he became president.
8 years,
so if you know that's what you want to do, you want to change, find someone and then start strategizing like 8 years before the presidential election, that by the time the election comes, people will know what to vote for.
All right. Let me end this here. My problem with social media, especially live videos, is you will come and meet the video at the tail end, hear the last 5 minutes, and base your judgment on what you heard in the last 5 minutes without actually hearing the whole 1 hour and almost 2 hours we've been live. Let me tell you guys something here. I'm not saying the people in diaspora are the problem. I am saying those that ran abroad just before the elections, especially the mischievous ones 5 days before election. What were you, and you went with your family, what was chasing you that could not wait another 5 days? You understand? What were you waiting for that could not wait 5 more days? Cast your vote, leave Saturday night. At least cast, go. Cast your vote, leave Sunday morning. If you love Nigeria, I'm not talking about those that relocated 5 years ago. I applaud those that relocated and came back to vote. Now, Unabi, chairman, I respect Una. And those of you that left last year, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, for genuine reasons, not because you are running away from Nigeria. Genuine reasons. But you will leave 5 days before election, 1 month before election. Waiting make you not wait, vote. You can't run abroad, can't day there. From now, if you go abroad, nobody they follow you fight. You believe, say this now your candidate, no problem. Campaign. But then God will punish those. Somebody sent me that message. I had to send that message. I said, do you realize that I went to vote? You did not. You are saying all of you that are encouraging these old people. I said, do you know I voted for the youngest person that I could find? You were the campaign for person way senior me. I'm not saying you don't have the right, but you now say God will punish. God will punish who? You were wrong, you know, agree vote. But me, I stand, I vote. God go come punish me, leave you. If God punish me, just know, say anywhere where they say God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. Because every 10 seconds, God will they curse you. Just be saying, I reject it, I reject it, I reject it, I reject it.
Sure, and that is phrase. It's a general mentality with we Africans. It's the same thing with like people that come to the UK for the first time. Like maybe they here for a month. They're the ones you see on social media. I mean, I made a skit about I make comedy videos. So I made a skit about people who come to the UK after a month, and the next thing they say is, don't come on, then don't ask me for money. Oh, give one thing. It's so daft. It's so annoying. Do you know what I mean? The way they just do it is so it makes sense. Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense. You just come to the UK. I mean, those two guys that came earlier, they're like, it's not juicy like they show you on the movies or whatever they said. I'm thinking, who said anything is juicy? Do you know what I mean? The same way people are complaining about Nigeria not having any money, about money not being in circulation, is the same way some people are spending millions in clubs in Nigeria every single day. And that's a fact. Do you know what I mean? The same way people think there's no money in Nigeria, there are people spending millions on bottles of drinks every single day. And it's the same way people are making the money here in the UK and living the best life. So you could be anywhere in the world and you can make it juicy for you. You can make it not juicy. So people are, it's not juicy. I don't want to be here. I want to come back home. You don't want to be here, then go back home.
That's it. You know, that's it. If you don't like where you are, go back home. That's just it. Everyone's got a country, isn't it?
Exactly. People are just funny, man.
Now, can we all agree on something? When it comes to politics and God said, Nigerian pastors need to shut up.
Oh, God.
Someone needs to slap them.
God told me, I beg you, after this election, I no one hear God. God no they tell una anything. God said.
That's the biggest cap, man.
Angel said. One person say the angels are watching over our neck. As in, angels are watching over our neck. That is a topic. That's tomorrow's topic. Dear Nigerian pastors, God did not tell you anything.
You know what they call dumb, daddy face. Honestly, dumb is more than dumb.
So here's the thing, yeah. Let's pray for a peaceful Nigeria. A Nigeria that is beginning to emerge. I'm seeing it emerge. A Nigeria where a tenant can become a landlord. That's a Nigeria. Let's not use our mouth to spoil. That's a good Nigeria. As in, it has never. Do you know Tinubu has won Lagos consistently for 20 years?
Yeah, easily.
20 years.
Easily.
So a tenant coming from nowhere to clear Lagos, clear Banky W while at it. This is the change you've been praying for. It don't come up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Many of you expect a overwhelming change. And there's nothing wrong with you hoping. There's nothing wrong with you aspiring. But if you don't get your overwhelming change, be grateful for the small changes that we are seeing.
Yeah.
I lived during Adedibu. My parents lived during wet year. Improvement. It may be slow, but it's steady. And it will get better. Nigerians, their eyes are open now.
Oh, yeah.
We cannot continue the way we've been doing or the way we've been going. Please, as you are leaving, come and buy me stars on Facebook. Make I hail you now. Thank you guys so much. Big shout out to Aigbe, Aime, Festus JB, Malay Ken, and Damola Shakirat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. God bless you. We want peace in Nigeria. Support my TikTok. If you're following me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/DaddyFreezeTeaches. It's very easy to find. Thank you, all of you who bought my gifts on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love. Thank you, all my top gifters. Thank you very much. I love you guys also on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for being there all through. I might not say exactly what you want. I'm human too. I make mistakes. Please forgive me if I didn't say exactly what you wanted to hear this night. If I made a little bit of sense, hold on to the sense I made. If I said a bit of nonsense, discard the nonsense I said. Remember, your opinion is what makes you a human being. You are entitled to it. It is your birthright, just as mine is. I will never influence you to vote for someone like Burna Boy says, those that if he influences you and the person messes up, you will come and hold him. So one of the reasons why I'm not going to campaign for any candidate, if you notice, even the Sowore, I talked about him towards the end. I don't want somebody to come and say, Daddy Freeze, it was because of you I went to vote, and now I am not enjoying my vote. Please, don't listen to me. Make up your own mind. Make your choices.
Sorry to interject. Because as Africans, we don't give people their flowers when they are alive, and we need to give you your flowers while you can smell it, your roses while you can smell it. You did incredible during this election. You kept us, I mean, myself in particular, us in diaspora, you kept us informed. A lot of Nigerians that don't have the opportunity to be able to even fact check or cross check what people are saying, were able to do that. Because I mean, you could have come on your live and can talk about, oh, this madam slept with 5 boys and 5 girls or whatever, and you will still get your life, you will still get your what's it called, your stars. But you dedicated a day, you know, people discussed, you took yourself out of it, and it was fun, it was educative, it was informative. So big kudos to big kudos to you for doing that. Like you gotta give people their flowers where they can smell it. So I really appreciate that from you. I just want to say that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much. We appreciate.
God bless.